Welcome to my channel, Outside the Levees. Where the levees end, the fun begins. I'm Jared Serenay, and today I'm going on a commercial shrimping trip in beautiful St. Bernard Parish. St. Bernard's coastal estuaries make it an ideal place to catch shrimp, and I'll be going with Kimmy Serenay, a 6th generation commercial fisherman. Then I'm heading to Rebouche's Cafe in St. Bernard so Chef Rachel can show me how she cooks up her grilled shrimp benedict. Now let's get it started. St. Bernard Parish sits in between the city of New Orleans and the salty waters of the Gulf of Mexico. St. Bernard has a large expanse of wetlands that is habitat for thousands of species of fish and wildlife. One of those species is the white shrimp. White shrimp season in Louisiana typically starts in August and runs through December. Commercial fishing for white shrimp has always been a way of life in St. Bernard, and I'm heading out with Kimmy Serenay, who understands this better than anybody. All right, y'all, we back in beautiful St. Bernard Parish. It is a lovely evening here in October. We had a cold front come through a few days ago, and we are going shrimping. This is a great tradition down here in St. Bernard that we're proud to show y'all, and let's hope these shrimp are gonna be there.
What we doing tonight?
Oh, we're going night rigging, shrimping at night. Some people like to go in the day. We do it at night.
What does the shrimp tradition mean for you and your family and being from St. Bernard?
Well, shrimping for me and my family is everything. You know, it's just, that's what we always done, you know, generations. I'm a 6th generation commercial fisherman, so my kids been doing it with me since they're little bitty, you know. My daddy taught me just about everything I know between him and my grandpa, so you don't make a lot of money, but that's what I like to do.
He's got his son Morgan with him. Like I said, carrying on that family tradition, that's the kind of things you see when you come down here to St. Bernard. Our commercial fishing is a big part of what we do. We always love to support these guys and the restaurants that support them. All right, I'm gonna get my butt on the boat. Hopefully I can be of some help. If not, I'll just try to stay out the way.
We're waiting for the water to fall. Can't catch them on a, you could catch them on a raising tide, but they really, you know, you want to catch them on a falling tide.
So you were mostly getting here to hold your spot down?
I'm holding my spot down and waiting for the current to fall. Once it falls, a lot of these shallow duck ponds is where the shrimp live. When it starts falling out, they feel that, you know.
Right.
Got less and less water. Sometimes they go dry. Everything sucks out into the deep water, into the bayous, and you catch them.
All right, y'all, it is just about time to get started. We've been waiting for about an hour. You know, you obviously want to get here and hold your spot down, but we're also waiting for that tide to start moving, because that's what's going to push the shrimp to us rather than us having to go for a long ways and get them. We're just going to kind of sit tight and let the shrimp come to us.
Well, we put the rigs down. The first thing you want to do is put your weights down, drop your rigs. After the rigs are down, everything's going good, then you can drop your tails. The reason you drop your tails last is because if there's any trouble and your tails are already down, you can catch them in the wheel. Then you're jumping overboard and you got a whole other mess to fool with. Now when we pick up, we'll pick up the tails first, and then we'll pick the rigs up just for the same reason.
How long y'all typically leave the rigs down for?
Sometimes it all depends on how long we'll leave them down for. It depends on the shrimp, really. We'll check, you know, throughout about an hour. Longest about an hour. If the shrimp are really coming, I mean, we could be picking up every 20 minutes to a half an hour.
Man, it's cool. It's a very intricate process of like ropes and cables and winches, and we're pulling up. So let's go see what we got.
take all the little fish out, throw them away. Little catfish and shad, crabs, all the big crab. Oh, give me that.
Catfish. Out there.
That's just a little rake we buy at the hardware store. Just pull them to you. A lot of times what I'll do, I'll just throw them all in one big pile, and then I'll take a little bit at a time, clean them, take all the little fish out, all the little grass pieces, just push them over to the side. Now I know that all of these on this side are clean, all the ones on this side I gotta go through still. Right here, that's my favorite speckled trout bait.
Oh, yeah.
Storm minnows. I think he swam sideways. Well, we'll just put them up in the front of the boat, and I won't put them in my big box yet because I don't know if we're gonna catch enough to put in the box, and it becomes a pain in the butt to get them out. I got a bunch of baskets. As my baskets get full, then I'll start throwing them into my big box, and it's pretty repetitious. Same thing over and over. Obviously we ain't catching a whole lot, but sometimes we could crown this thing with shrimp, and before you cleaning it, you're coming up with more. So you could be in the picking box all night, you know, depending on how slow you are. So you got to go quick.
So that's what this is called. This is called a
Picking box, yeah. So like a little drum. A lot of guys pick kind of slow. They'll use one hand. That's slow. You use two. Just grab through them. It's going slow.
Why do you think that is?
Well, the current's not falling too hard. It's picking up a little. I think as the night goes on, it's gonna probably get a lot better, but I didn't look at the tide range today, so I don't know how many tenths it's supposed to fall. Right. Ooh, look at this one.
You guys aren't scared to grab those crabs?
No, you get used to it. I could just grab them quick. It's not fun when they get you. Don't think I don't get bit. I do. That little bitty catfish will ruin your day. You look right there. That little thing right there. Ooh, go under your fingernail. Make you cry for your mama. Little flounders.
We've already seen a bunch of them.
Yeah, we catch a lot. And they do well. They don't die. I mean, he's ready to go. Oop.
Yeah, everything
Yep.
you're putting back.
Yep, turn them right loose. Little croaker. Catfish. work for myself. I don't have a boss. I don't make a fortune, but what I got a lot of is time. Time is everything. I can work when I want. I can stay home when I want. Nobody over my shoulder telling me what to do. It's a free life. That's what I like about being a fisherman. I'm free.
And could you do this anywhere other than St. Bernard?
You could, but I wouldn't want to.
Right. So you love living in St. Bernard?
St. Bernard's my home, always will be. I'm proud to be from St. Bernard. I'm proud to be from Delacroix Island.
Would you recommend people come down and visit St. Bernard?
Absolutely. Come down to St. Bernard. We got the best seafood. The best seafood. You can go anywhere else in Louisiana and get seafood, but you're not going to get it like St. Bernard seafood. So there's not too much current in the little bayou where I normally go. So the current will start falling a little further out, and then eventually get to where we work. So we left from there. We came in Delacroix Island's main bayou, and we're gonna try right here and see what happens. I got a few other boats in here, so we're gonna be competing a little bit, but I guess it's worth one try, just to see. It's not too good of a night, but we're gonna make the best out of it, That's what we're looking for. That's a lot better. That's much better. I got a few buddies that need some shrimp, so I'll probably take some up to them. They'll come pick them up tomorrow. But the majority of everything I catch goes to the seafood dock. So the way the seafood dock determines prices is just by size of your shrimp. So this here is probably a 26-30. And if they,
what does that mean?
It takes, so a 26-30, it's 26 to 30 shrimp to 1 pound. The lower your number, the bigger your shrimp. The more price you get. Prices haven't been great this year. Price has been tough this year due to been getting a lot of influx of a lot of imports this year, and they flood the market with imported shrimp, which drops the price on domestic shrimp. So it makes things a little tough. So once these shrimp leave the dock, they go to a factory. I guess they peel them, can them, or who knows. I'm not quite sure what the factory does with them. The thing about down here, the fishing industry is huge in St. Bernard. A lot of people, I don't think, realize how much the seafood industry drives this small parish. I'm down from me working down here to a woman who's, a young mother who's a waitress. Without the seafood industry, the trickle down, it's a $2 billion a year industry for this state. Without us, this state would be in trouble.
If you could change one thing about shrimping, what would it be?
Well, if I could change one thing about shrimping, I guess it would be certain people's attitudes toward our industry, because a lot of what we get, a lot of the things that I hear are like, oh, things are tough, just go get another job. But it's more than a job. It's I mean, I'm never gonna get rich, but this is more than a job. It's not just a job, it's who we are. This is my identity. So I can't just go get another job, you know. I mean, if you love your job and you love where you're from, you never work a hard day in your life. This ain't work. I love it. It's my job, but it's kind of like not a job, you know.
All right, y'all, I'm here at Rebouche's Cafe in Chalmette, Louisiana. You know, most of our places down here have something to do with shrimp. In fact, all of it. You'd be very hard-pressed to walk into a place in St. Bernard that does not offer some sort of shrimp dish. That's how tied in seafood is to our community. Now, Rachel, being the creative person she is, she's doing something a little bit different than what some of the other places offer, and she's going to do a shrimp benedict. I've actually never had that before. I can't wait to see how she does it, so let's dig in and see.
My name is Rachel Rebouche. I'm the owner of Rebouche's Cafe. I've been in this industry for 15 years.
And why did you pick St. Bernard as a place to open up here?
I live here. I was born and raised all my life. I have worked in the city of New Orleans. I have worked on cruise ships and traveled all over the United States with it. But there's no place like home. So
what is it you love about here?
It's different. I've been all over the place, and it's different. It's a cross between where we were hundreds of years ago and modern. It's different. It's hard to explain unless you've traveled. Today we're gonna make shrimp benedicts.
All right, so what we got there?
We got the English muffin. We're gonna cut it in half and toast it off.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what so now that the water's boiling, we drop the eggs in there and it'll actually cook them. But we're gonna cook them really to like a medium, easy, like you would do a fried egg.
That looks like some good butter.
It's good butter. Everything's better on butter. All right, so we pre-make potatoes. We boil them just like you would a crawfish boil or a shrimp boil, and we keep them soaking in the juices. And the way we season our shrimp when we do this shrimp benedict is we actually cook the shrimp in the pot with the juices from the potatoes. So it'll start picking it up. So it'll have a flavor to it, but it's not going to be overwhelming. It's like that soft spice where you can enjoy the spice, but also enjoy the shrimp. Alright, so first we lay down the English muffin. I'll put the shrimp on. I'll go find a spoon. It's the easiest way I find to move the poached eggs with having the least amount of issues. And then I just kind of decorate it, see where they'll stay. The eggs seat themselves. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put our potatoes on here. Alright, we're going to kind of just cascade them down the center of it. Southern food without a tomato. So we got our hollandaise sauce.
And you made that yourself?
We did make the hollandaise sauce ourselves. A lot of yolks went into this. Alright, and then because we're doing shrimp, we do our remoulade sauce we got here. And then we'll pour just a little bit of that on there to go with the shrimp. And there you go. You got shrimp benedicts.
All right, folks, and as y'all can see, seafood is a big part of what we do here in St. Bernard. Everything from our culture to our fishermen, to the boats, to the docks, even the restaurants, everyone appreciates it. So when you come down to St. Bernard, make sure you come see them here at Rebouche's. I mean, we showing you exactly what it looks like. There's no reason for you to not come try it. But I gotta try it myself to give it the final seal of approval. There we go. All right, here we go. Fresh St. Bernard Parish shrimp. Shrimp benedict. Man, oh man. I love it because, like she said, the shrimp aren't over seasoned. That English muffin is really good. The potatoes, very good. All right, so at this point, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment down below if you have any questions about coming to St. Bernard, the shrimp that you saw, or coming to eat down here. I also have all the information that you need to come visit these places that we showed you, so check that out as well. See y'all next time.